Hey guys, welcome to another episode of T's Creative Ramblings, and today we're back with another episode from my Legends of the Old West series. Now, for those who haven't seen episode 1 or part 1 of the Legends of the Old West series, this is part of my Wargaming Thursday sort of series of wargaming videos, and specifically this series is looking at my sort of mini project to build up 2 gangs of Wild West figures, characters, personalities, in order to then move on to putting on some Wild West games in the wargaming genre. Now, last week we looked at my creation of Lord Bowler, who is one of Briscoe County Junior's allies, colleagues, friends, and I had mentioned in that video that today I was going to be tackling Briscoe County Junior himself. However, looking through my parts box and looking at the figures that I'd created ready for this series, I actually couldn't remember which one I had set aside for Briscoe County Junior. So what I decided to do instead was to tackle John Bly, who is the head of the John Bly gang. He's the adversaries to Briscoe County Junior and his team of friends and colleagues. So today we're going to be tackling John Bly. So without further ado, let's go down to the workbench and have a look at the figure. Alright guys, so welcome to the workbench, and here we have the figure that I have decided to use for John Bly. I think this figure worked particularly well. I really liked the fact that his jacket was sort of longer than a waistcoat, but not as long as, say, the one that I used for Lord Bowler. So I think this really worked well. Obviously, we've got the 2 pistols here. His hat works really well. What I have had to do, if I just bring him up a little bit closer, is I've had to shave off a mustache that was on his face, and I've put some green stuff to create sort of like some hair, longer hair, which he has. I've also stuck this holster on the front, and I've just used some green stuff to make it look like he's got a second holster, which he does in the show. Apart from that, he's pretty much the same. A little bit of sand on the base as before, and we're good to go. So without further ado, we're going to jump into a time lapse of me painting him. I will go and prime him in black prior to that, and we'll go from there. So back in a flash. Right guys, and welcome back to the workbench. Here we have the finished figure of John Bly, and I have to say I'm really impressed with him. I think he's come out just like I was envisaging. He has come out, I think, very similar to the picture, which I'm going to throw up on screen now, and we'll do that comparison like we did last week with Lord Bowler. Outfit wise, he was actually very simple, and that black primer did pretty much all of the work. I just needed to do the flesh, the guns, a little bit of work on his belt, a few details, and then his shirt and hair. The hair, I think, has come out, and if I just bring this a little bit closer, we'll do a close-up. I think the hair came out really well. I think I chose the right sort of colours to get that blonde look. The shirt I built up with a couple of different colours, and I think the grey undercoat or the base coat really worked well. I'm really liking this Luftwaffe blue from Vallejo. Let me just remember the number. It is Vallejo 816, Luftwaffe uniform World War II. And that is a fantastic highlight colour for black. I used it on Lord Bowler, and I've used it again on John Bly, and I think it highlights the black without being too garish, so I really do like that. And just circling round, yeah, happy with the figure. The guns came out pretty well as well, so happy with that. And you can almost make out the ivory that I've put on the pistol grips. So yeah, really happy with that. I think he's just come out really well. I think he makes a really good bad guy. He reminds me of the character of John Bly, and it really excites me for the rest of the figures in the gang. So guys, that's it for today. A little bit of a short one, but that's what I'm intending with this series. They're going to be shorter videos focusing on the character that I'm doing at the time. We'll get through these characters, and then we'll do some episodes maybe on a bit on terrain and maybe on some rule sets as well. So as always guys, if you've liked this video, do please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, do please consider hitting that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing and means the world to me, and it gets us closer to that target of 1,000 subscribers. I would like to take this moment just to thank everybody who has subscribed, who supports the channel in that way, and to those who haven't subscribed yet but are continuing to watch my videos. And until next time guys, you take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.